Hey everybody, it's Chloe Baggins.
And I am Bushido.
What the hell was that?
You like that? That's some delay action. That's some delay action. See that?
Yeah, I don't like it.
I like it.
I don't like it.
They like it.
Yeah. They like me.
All right. Anyway, next.
Bushido.
That's right. That's Mr. Bushido to all of you. And welcome back. We're back.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everybody. I hope, or we hope, it was safe and healthy and as happy as can possibly be given the year we've been through. Anyway, today is our review and reaction on WandaVision Episode 1.
And we're so excited.
Oh man, it's finally we just jonesing for Marvel for the last 2 years?
I got a little misty-eyed when the
Marvel reel came up on screen. It's like, oh my god. And the fanfare lit up and crescendoed.
Did you get a little misty-eyed?
I did kind of. A little bit.
A little Bushido mist.
A little Bushido mist action.
How did you guys feel?
Don't tell nobody.
Don't tell nobody. Did you guys get a little goosies?
You know, it's good to be back in the Marvel Universe. It's been too long. It's been way too damn long. And now here we are, WandaVision Episode 1. And you know, I think for the 80s and 90s kids who grew up watching Nick at Nite, those classic sitcom comedies from the 50s and 60s, Dick Van Dyke Show, especially the Dick Van Dyke Show, I think this was a love letter to us who grew up watching those shows. I love the Dick Van Dyke Show. Mary Tyler Moore, oh, love it. What about you? Did you watch those shows?
That may be why this one didn't resonate with me as
Really?
much. Yeah.
Oh man, for me, it brought me back to watching those shows, those old, wholesome, almost kind of cheesy.
Yeah, and I think that's what it was. When I was little, I used to ask my grandma, Grandma, that's not funny, is it?
But I think that was part of the charm of the shows, that they really went for that kind of like uber sensible type of humor where it's almost like so tongue-in-cheek that it's cheesy, and that's the charm of it. And you know, Wanda and Vision are living this white picket fence, almost euphoric, perfect, you know, first version of the Matrix paradise life. And it was an interesting way to start the series.
It was. I really had no idea where it was going. So I'm really excited to see what episode 2 has, because this one left me a little like, whoa.
Yeah, it's like if you didn't read the comic books and you're just kind of a casual viewer, I bet you were just kind of left.
Even if you're not a casual viewer.
I bet you were just like, what the hell is going on right now?
Do you know what's going on right now?
I have a few ideas, a few hypotheses.
These?
Yeah, hypotheses.
These.
Plural hypothesis.
Plural hypothesize.
But I really think as the episode went on, when the nosy, pushy neighbor shows up, starts asking questions, and Wanda can't fill in the details about, you know, what's the special occasion of today, and, you know, how did y'all meet? And the boss's wife was like, oh, how come y'all have no kids? And Wanda just kind of phases out of the whole scenario and just kind of like zones out. I still think, and I'm going to harken back to our first reaction video of the trailer, I think it's in her mind. I think she's built this like own Matrix sub-reality using her powers. And it's the life she always wanted to have, except the reality of Infinity War and Endgame and everything that happened there, she's denied that perfect life. And I think that's her way of coping with, now that the dust is settled, Vision's gone.
Or is he?
Or is he? I feel like it's a coping mechanism. I'm just guessing. What about you?
I think I'm kind of going along the same lines of that. However, I think this is what I think. that they're both in a simulation together,
Right.
and someone else is watching them.
Yeah, because at the end of the episode,
Yeah.
their simulated perfect life sitcom cuts to credits, and then it zooms out of that 50s TV,
And it looks like modern.
and we're now in present time, and there's someone like taking notes or something, and they're stuck. It's all these machinery and sensors and whatnot. So and
maybe,
it's like if it's vision too, it's got to be like corpse vision,
Well,
like the big thing with the big dent in his head after Thanos ripped the stone out.
maybe they're repowering Vision
Maybe
after they, because he didn't technically die.
he didn't die. He got violently deactivated.
Violently deactivated.
We'll say that. We'll say that.
But there's no reason that they couldn't find another source of power to reactivate him or bring him back to life.
Right.
So, maybe they're trying to figure out something in Wanda's psyche to figure out another source of power for Vision to bring him back. Who knows? Because it's not like the Kevin Feige universe is completely following verbatim the comic books.
Yeah, it's inspired by the main events.
It's inspired by the main events, exactly. And so, who knows?
Yeah,
They
who
could
knows?
change something.
And I think that's part of the mystery, because I feel like as the episodes progress, it's gonna get serious real quick. Like as the simulation starts to crumble around Wanda, and you have to keep in mind too that Wanda, as powerful as we've seen her, it's like 80% of her powers are still untapped. She doesn't know the limit of her full capacity, capability of being the Scarlet Witch. You know what I mean? And speaking of Scarlet Witch, let's just do a shout out to Baggins's like vintage, old school Marvel badass ladies cut off T-shirt here. This is legit. This is legit.
I love this shirt. It's a little cold to be wearing it, but
I mean,
I love it.
it works. It works. It's got old school Silver Age Scarlet Witch on the chest here.
Yeah.
Dazzler, Mary Jane, Jubilation Lee.
Jubilee.
So I think she's doing her best to maintain this reality, this perfect vision that she's always wanted with Vision. Because even Vision, when he's at his job, he's like, what do we do here? It's like, because I feel like Wanda says, oh, my husband Vision will go to work because that's what I always wanted, but I don't know what he's going to do. So she herself can't fill in the blanks of her own simulation within her own scope of powers. That's what I think. That's what I think.
Who knows? What do you guys think? It's interesting.
I really can't wait to see what happens next, because it's going to be a big holy shit moment by the time we get toward the end.
So with that, I say we call this episode.
Yeah.
So we can get on to episode 2.
Yeah. What would you rate the episode?
I would definitely rate this. I would probably say a 6.
Wow.
I know.
What the hell?
It was too short.
Yeah, it was like...
of all the things to come, this should have been, for me, in my mind, I had this grandiose idea of what was to come after Infinity War, because this is Endgame. This is literally the first one.
Like the first view of the world
Since
post phase 3. Yeah.
Yeah, Infinity War and Endgame. So I was kind of disappointed because I didn't get enough answers, and I'm sure my rating will change after I've seen more and start getting more answers. But they're literally like teaspoon feeding me.
Yeah,
and I want ladle. I can't get enough. But of course, Paul Bettany is fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, the
Elizabeth
chemistry
Olsen
is like
beautiful. I love the
like no
costumes.
time has passed between the two of them.
I thought it was funny that they brought back the mom from that 70s show, because she is very old school.
Yeah.
Crazy fact, she's not much older than we are.
Wow.
but she's always played a mom.
She's got the look.
She's got the look. So yeah, I would probably say a 6 out of 10 Baggins.
Wow, that's interesting.
What about you?
You know, I really love the whole Dick Van Dyke, Nick at Night setting they had to introduce us to the series. So for me, because I grew up watching those shows as a kid at nighttime when I'm going to bed, that really resonated with me. I like how they're setting everything up like as just this what the hell mystery is going on.
Yeah.
That's really cool, you know, because now that it's not a movie, they can really take their time building up the big revelation because it's weekly episodes. I think that'll be really effective come the end. We'll look back on these episodes and be like, wow, that makes so much sense. So I'd give it a 7 out of 10 Bagginses. Yeah, I enjoyed it, but I wish it was longer also. Like, I understand we're doing the whole Nick at Night action, but it's like, you don't have to keep it to Nick at Night episode length.
Yeah, like 16 minutes.
We've been waiting a long time, Kevin Feige. Come on, 45 minutes at least.
Yeah, give us some like Mandalorian length type stuff.
Yeah.
Dang.
But I'm sure as time goes by, I'm sure with more story to tell within the episodes, it'll hopefully get longer.
Yeah,
So.
we may have to come back and watch these to see if we saw anything. So with that being said, tell us what you guys think. Leave a comment down below.
What is your theory as to what is going on at this stage in the show?
Yes.
At the very beginning. What do you think is the overall like master plan here?
And make sure to give a shout out to Bushido and the Baggins. Make sure to like and subscribe. Ring the bell so that you get alerts as to when we post videos. And
be good to yourself and those around you. Stay safe, stay healthy, do your damnedest at trying to be happy. And no matter what, be excellent to each other.
And with God forever
and ever.